Shalom Akal, Yahweh Akal, Bahashim, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Praises to the Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashim, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. I want to go a little bit today into the liver and what the functions are, and there's some different things about it. What I want to start at is a site called Healthline, the www.healthline.com. It says in-depth kidney. It says the kidneys are two bean-shaped organs that extract waste from blood, balance body fluids, form urine, and aid in other important functions of the body. They reside against the back muscle in the upper abdominal cavity. They sit opposite each other on either side of the spine. The right kidney sits a little bit lower than the left to accommodate the liver. When it comes to components of the urinary system, the kidneys are multifunctional powerhouses of activity. Some of the core actions of the kidneys include the first one is waste extraction. It talks a little bit about it. It says there are many things your body doesn't want inside of it. The kidneys filter out toxins, excess salts, and urea. A nitrogen-based waste created by cell metabolism. Urea is synthesized in the liver and transported saliva through the blood to the kidneys for removal. Another one is water level balancing. Another function of the liver is water level balancing. It says as the kidneys are key in the chemical breakdown of urine, they react to changes in the body's water level throughout the day. As water intake decreases, the kidney adjusts accordingly and leave water in the body instead of helping excrete it. Another one is blood pressure regulation. The kidneys need constant pressure to filter the blood. When it drops too low, the kidneys increase the pressure. One way is by producing a blood vessel constricting protein, angiotensin is the name of the protein, that also signals the body to retain sodium and water. Both the constrictions and retention help restore normal blood pressure. Another function of the kidney is red blood cell regulation. It says when the kidneys don't get enough oxygen, they send out a distress call in the form of erythropoietin, a hormone that stimulates the bone marrow to produce more oxygen carrying red blood cells. Another function is acid regulation. It says as cells metabolize, they produce acids. Foods we eat can either increase the acid in our body or neutralize it. If the body is not functioning properly, it needs to keep a healthy balance of these chemicals. The kidneys do that too. It goes on to say most people are born with two kidneys, but many people can live on just one. Kidney transplant surgeries with live donors are common medical procedures today because of all the vital functions the kidneys perform and the toxins they encounter. The kidneys are susceptible to various problems. One of those problems says acute kidney failure is a condition in which the kidneys suddenly lose their ability to function properly. This can occur for many reasons, including infection, blood clotting disorder, decreased blood flow caused by low blood pressure, uh, autoimmune kidney disorders, urinary tract infections, complications from pregnancy, and dehydration. Okay, so we see how important the liver is and the different functions: water level balancing, blood pressure regulation, red blood cell regulation, acid regulation, and waste exertion, excretion, it's like it. And all these things help keep the kidney functioning, which helps keeps us alive, you know. So I just want to go into what the kidney was and what the functions are. Now I'm going to go into um, 10 common habits that damage the kidneys. Okay, it says the first one is not emptying your bladder timely. Maintaining a full bladder for a long time or delaying the urge to urinate is one of the main reasons behind kidney damage. When urine remains in the bladder for a long time, it can cause the bacteria breeding in urine to multiply. In turn, these harmful bacteria can cause a urinary tract infection or kidney infection. Moreover, retaining urine increases pressure on the kidneys and can lead to renal failure and incontinence. Now, it says it can cause urinary tract infection, and we read about how urinary tract infection can cause the kidneys to go bad, right? Insufficient water intake. That's another one that we talked about. It says not drinking an ample amount of water can also cause huge damage to the kidneys. To main, it's like the main function of the kidneys is to flush out metabolic waste from the body and regulate erythrocyte, so like that. Yeah, erythrocyte production. It says when the body lacks sufficient water, there is less blood flow to the kidneys because the blood becomes concentrated. This hampers the kidney's ability to eliminate toxins from the body, and more toxins in the body means more health problems. According to the National Kidney Foundation, a healthy adult must drink at least 10 to 12 glasses of fluid daily to keep the kidneys healthy and the body well hydrated. However, keep in mind that drinking too much water can also be hard on your kidneys. So do not overdo it. You know, like the book says, all things in moderation. Number 3, high salt consumption. It said regularly eating too much salt can also cause huge damage to the kidneys as well as other health problems. The kidneys metabolize 95% of the sodium consumed through food. When salt intake is high, the kidneys need to work harder to excrete the excess salt. This in turn can lead to decreased kidney function, causing water retention in the body. Water retention can cause a hike in blood pressure and increase the risk of developing kidney disease. Studies have also shown that salt intake increases the amount of urinary protein, one of the major risk factors for developing kidney disease. The recommended amount of salt is no more than 5 grams a day. More than this amount is harmful for the kidneys as well as your overall health. 1 teaspoon of salt in about 6 grams is about 6 grams. Okay, another one is regular use of uh, analgesics. It says many of us have a habit of taking uh, analgesics, the over the counter painkillers is what that is. Okay, to control pain, and reduce fever and inflammation, but this can damage different body organs, including the kidneys. Research shows that over-the-counter painkillers may reduce blood flow to the kidneys and deteriorate kidney function. Moreover, and this is another reason why we need to do things naturally, like the Most High has made for us, instead of getting all of these things that are man-made. Because once again, it says research shows that over-the-counter painkillers may reduce blood flow to the kidneys and deteriorate kidney function. Moreover, heavy or long-term use of over-the-counter painkillers can cause acute renal failure and chronic kidney disease, known as chronic interstitial Slovakia, interstitial nephritis. If you have decreased kidney function, do not take painkillers without asking your doctor. Even with normal kidney function, over-the-counter painkillers should be used as directed at the lowest dose possible and for the shortest time. See, that will show you how dangerous those over-the-counter pills really is. I said high protein diet. Protein is good for your health, but excessive consumption of red meat and other protein-based foods can increase the risk of developing kidney disease. Okay, so you got to be careful about the red meats that we take in. They said one of the roles of the kidney is to metabolize and excrete nitrogen by products from protein digestion. It says high protein intake increases the metabolic load of the kidney by chronically increasing glomerular pressure. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And hyperfiltration. This in turn increases the risk of kidney problems. So limit your intake of red meat for the overall health of your kidney. Moreover, for the overall health of your kidneys. Moreover, those who have kidney problems must avoid eating red meats as it can worsen the condition. Man, okay. Drinking excessive alcohol. Okay, we don't even got to get into that. We know, you know what I'm saying. But it say, if you like to drink, then do it in moderation, as the scriptures say. Everything in moderation. A healthy amount is generally considered 2 drinks a day for men and 1 drink a day for women and older people. Okay. Cigarette smoking, you know, cigarette smoking is a leading factor behind end-stage renal disease, according to, and we read a couple of times that leads to kidney disease, right? It said, according to the American Association of Kidney Patients, smoking increases blood pressure and heart rate, as well as reduces blood flow and narrows the blood vessels in the kidneys. It can even accelerate loss of kidney function and worsen existing kidney disease. Okay, so we know how bad those are. Not too much caffeine, it says. Okay, I don't want to take too long because I have some other points I want to bring out. Ignoring common infections can be like cold, the flu, it says tonsillitis, all these things can cause, said cause huge damage to your kidneys. Bacteria or virus that cause common infections can damage the kidneys if treatment is not carried out timely, okay? Lack of sleep can be bad on the kidneys. It said next time you suffer from a common infection, get it treated quickly. But lack of sleep says due to busybody lifestyle, many people ignore the importance of sleep. Sound sleep for 6 to 8 hours daily is important for overall health. During the night when you sleep, renewal of organ tissues occur. Okay. So it says during the night when you sleep, renewal of organ tissues occurs. Therefore, when you do not get sound sleep, this interrupts the renewal process, resulting in damage to the kidneys and organs. Okay. So, with that, we went into what the kidneys are, what the function is, things that can be bad for the kidneys. Now we're going to go to, one second. Now I want to go to really quick super herbs, the top 10. We're just going to a few of them. Herbs to cleanse your kidneys, right? It says parsley. Parsley is a protein, natural diuretic herb that can cleanse the kidneys. It promotes increased urine output and help flush bacteria and germs out of the kidneys. Parsley owes its diuretic effect to the compounds apio and myristicin. It says a 2002 study published in the Journal of it says ethnopharmacology found that rats that drank parsley seed extract produced significantly more urine over a 24-hour period than those that drink water. Drink a few cups of parsley tea for about a week to cleanse your kidneys. To make the tea, add 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley to a cup of boiling water. Okay. And drink it as a juice. Say alternatively prepare a detoxifying drink by mixing 1/4 cup parsley juice, 1/2 cup water, and a little bit of honey and lemon juice. Alright, and dandelion root. Said according to 2009 study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, dandelion works as a diuretic in humans and increases urine production. Due to its diuretic properties, it helps cleanse both the kidneys and liver. Alright. So it's talking about marshmallow, but we know according to the law we're not supposed to deal with that, so I'm not gonna get into that. Talks about ginger. Ginger is another effective cleansing herb for the kidney. It can help flush toxins and harmful materials out of the kidney as well as improve digestion. This herb is also beneficial for cleansing your liver. Alright, it says turmeric. Turmeric is another well-known herb that has cleansing properties. It cleanses the kidneys, detoxifying your liver, and purifies the blood. Moreover, it contains anti-inflammatory properties that can help prevent and treat kidney inflammation and infection. Celery. Celery has natural diuretic properties. It aids in removing toxins and harmful materials from the body by increasing urination. In addition, celery contains essential nutrients that stimulate your kidneys. In fact, regular celery intake can prevent kidney stones and infections. Okay. Stinging needle. Stinging needle help can also help cleanse your kidneys due to its diuretic properties. It increases urine production, helps remove metabolic waste, and promotes renal extraction. Um, Let me see how many. Horsetail is another herb. Horsetail is a common herb with diuretic properties. It increases urine output and flush harmful toxins and materials out of the body. Okay, the video is kind of long. Just wanted to make sure I, brought some information out. So I'm going to end with that. With that, I want to say shalom.